You know, this was a game of who could respond better. I think Duke's response coming off their last with Cameron's was impressive. And they put us in a position where we were forced to respond to their runs, and we didn't. So, you know, I'm really disappointed, not necessarily in the outcome. I think this was a tough trap game for anyone coming into to Cameron Indoor after, you know, knowing that Duke was going to be on their A game. But we were so flat and hesitant, and you know, we have so many, you know, areas of weakness that we have to cover up, that the one thing that cannot be missing in a Miami basketball game is scrappiness and hustle and determination. And I didn't see it tonight, and I'm extremely disappointed that we didn't play with more effort. And that has, you know, everything to do with, you know, Duke's size, I'm sure. You know, it's easy to watch film, but it's a lot harder to go out there and try to play and score around them and over them. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it than their defense. But, you know, my huddles weren't even what I'm used to seeing with my kids. And so we got to get together and really fix that, because I'm on a, you know, I love this team and I love their mentality. And tonight I missed them. I just didn't see them as I've seen them all season.
Is Duke about the deepest team we've ever coached against?
Obviously, the game, you know, the depth. I mean, they went to their bench and they were fine, and we went to our bench and really struggled. So obviously, that's a big part of it. I ask a lot out of my starters, and it's no secret, you know. And I think when we went to our two post players in the foul trouble, of course, but that's something that we have to manage. I mean, it's, you know, people are going to do that to us, and we have to manage it. But I thought Duke's bench was phenomenal tonight, just phenomenal.
And how difficult is it to prepare your players for all the different combinations they're going to see?
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point in the game, you know, my focus went off of Duke. I mean, it was just totally on Miami. I mean, I was playing lineups that, I mean, forget Duke's lineups. I was playing lineups I haven't had to play all season long in ACC basketball games. And then I looked out there and said, okay, this lineup has never been together, and now they're together in Cameron Indoor Stadium, you know, like in a hostile environment. So, you know, that was a struggle for us too. And I'm really hard on my kids. You know, I'm not a soft coach. I don't just say, you're okay, you're all right. I mean, you know, I go right at them, and I went right at my bench in the locker room, because, you know, we called on them and they didn't respond.
Can you just speak to the defense you faced tonight and just what difficulties might have been?
Just long. Took away a lot of our vision. There's just a lot of pressure. Like, nothing like I have seen. Yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech did pretty good, but like, even longer.
Riquna, would you agree with Coach Meier that your team is flat emotionally? And what were you trying to do to kind of get everybody fired up? Because you were one of the few players who was really actively looking for your own shot.
Yeah, I agree with her. We need our bench players to step up and give us more. Like when the starters can't get it done, like we need somebody to step up and play a role and to help us out. Like, because we really needed them tonight, and nobody came through.
Were you running out of gas a little bit in the second half?
I really did. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Coach, you're kind of in the middle of the kind of a stretch of reckoning for your program right now with this kind of 4-game brutal stretch. What lessons do you take from this game? Because obviously your next game is going to be equally unforgiving.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's the ACC. That's, to me, you know, why you want to be in the ACC. I mean, I don't look at that stretch and go, oh, no. I look at it like, great, you know, and that's why you come to Miami, you know. But, you know, if we don't play hungry, then we're not going to have a shot in any game remaining on our schedule, no matter who it is, if we don't play hungry. And, you know, that's going to be, we've got to get the loose balls. It's really odd. I mean, we usually are first to a loose ball tonight, and that was one thing. If we're not going to get the rebound, we always talk about bringing the game to the ground. We have to bring the game to the ground, and then we have to go get it. And, you know, that's a big key to our success. So, and that's going to be huge in the next, you know, rest of the remaining of the season.
You talked about sort of the flatness of your team, and that sort of seemed to be personified a little bit with Shanice, who seemed far less active than I'm used to seeing her in games.
Yeah, Yeah, I think for her, she was trying to manage a lot, and she got kind of cerebral in the game, and was trying to keep her composure, and her foul trouble really obviously had a large impact on the game as well. But I think that she was really trying to show maturity and really trying to not be emotional and responsive and reactive, in a way that she's going to have to find a fine balance there.
How much does it mean to you to coach your team in this building?
That is, to me, it's a game that we had an opponent that was probably doubting themselves a little bit, and it was a great opportunity for us to come in here. And then there's a secondary or third story about the fact that I played here, but not at all my focus.
Okay, everyone. Thank you.